So like I said, I understand you all have the right to be here. But again, I think you understand that people can have a different response.
They just don't know. They don't know yet.
They don't know, and even if they did know, I think that there's still
Right.
different comfort levels that people
Right.
can have with being on camera.
I think the what probably should happen in the future is not take the people's rights away to record in public, but to start implementing these things like in the application process, in the orientation when, for instance, public officials get hired, or for instance, a private entity like this signs a contract with the government, it opens it for the public.
Yeah.
And so maybe some kind of meeting could happen where everybody is educated on that now. Like, whoa, now our business is not just private, it's open to the public now. So these are the changes that are going to happen.
Right.
And maybe those types of things could be implemented in the future, as well as police dispatch, where there's a guy with a camera, send 4 police officers. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think
So-
there is a tremendous gap in public awareness about the right to film.
Right. San Joaquin Valley Transparency. I'm here with News Now California, Tulare County Cop Watch. So we were doing a video earlier, and the cops had arrested a couple homeless people and took their belongings out there. And well, there was a homeless lady that was talking to Phil, and she told us that her dog was taken by the cops like 3 different times. And she said that they gave her a paper saying that if she doesn't go get her dog and pay $75, that they're going to put her up for adoption or euthanize it. And so Phil said, oh, hell no, I'll pay the $75. So that's what we're doing. Look at this. All dogs must chase the cat. Shout out to Too Short. Good morning, man. Excuse me, I have a question, man. Where's the office where we go get the dogs out?
This is our adoption building right here.
Adoption building?
Yeah, we open about 10 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man. What do you do here?
I work with our PAWS program.
Pause program?
Yeah, helps low-income families.
Oh, sweet. So, there was a homeless woman who...
Dog, that would be over here in this building.
That's where we need to go.
Yes.
We're going to help a homeless woman get her dog back today.
Okay, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Hang out for 5 more minutes, so they probably don't have as many at the desk yet. When, at 9, this will be able to open by
Hello.
itself. Okay.
Okay,
Thanks, brother.
thank you.
Incoming animals. This place is really nice, huh? For like an area to deal with animals and stuff. Teaching a child not to step on a caterpillar is as valuable to the child as it is to the caterpillar. Bradley Miller. The greatness Hello. Well, the guy just helped us. He showed us where we need to go.
Oh, okay.
This homeless woman's dog was taken away, and so we're gonna help pay for it so she can get it back.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess as soon as you guys open, my buddy's gonna go pay for it.
Who are you working with?
Just myself. I just make videos and post them on YouTube,
Okay, cool.
stuff like
So
this.
you've been helped?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Nina.
Very nice.
Thank you, Nina. All dogs must chase the cat. Too Short. Shout out to Too Short. Somebody hashtag Too Short. Somebody send this video to Too Short. He needs to see this. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Mahatma Gandhi. Man, that's pretty cool. Can't even lie. I love that. Everybody's pretty curious as to what we're doing.
Oh, okay. But I don't have the actual letter she received from the school. So I wanna.
Sure, yeah, we can definitely take a look, sir. If you don't mind, I'd rather not be on camera.
Oh, actually, we're documenting what
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah, it's
didn't
kind
realize
of
that you
a
were-
cool thing. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize you guys were together.
Yeah.
Yeah, once at 9, I'll be able to help you out with that, and we'll take a look at everything that's going
I
on.
appreciate it. What do you got? So, the lady that just came in, she was very cordial, asked me if I need help, and I said, I'm here for the 4-minute countdown. Because originally it was 5, and then another professional staff member like your date came out, very nice. And so I told her it was a 4-minute. Now, according to your watch, it's going to be the 2-minute.
Yes. Yes.
All right, 2
At-
more minutes.
Right at 9, we'll be able to help you out.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But just think about it. If you save another minute, you make that dog happier.
Oh no, of course. Totally understand.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh.
Hello. How are you? You look like you have the sniffles. Allergies.
A lot of turmoil going on there. A lot of
Yeah.
angst.
Is that a kitty cat?
It is.
So, did you see just what happened? What put those in? That's a priority. Then,
Oh, probably the officer that came in probably has the sniffles from the cat.
oh yeah.
She's allergic to animals and she's working animal control. Find a new job maybe.
All right, sir. Let me let you in. Now we can get started.
Perfect. So, what do you need? Just her name?
So that's the owner, correct? You're here on behalf of the owner of the dog? You're here on behalf of the owner of the dog? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you happen to have a letter that she gave you permission to pick up or anything like
I'm
that?
not picking up. I want to take care of the financial end of it. I'm not picking it up. She's coming here to pick it up and we'll be going. I just am like taking care of it before she comes here.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Nice. Hello. Woof. Woof.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her cleaning uses, but
Have you noticed that?
the bleach rug. So a lot of times we use that because it fills the area. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump on the computer, take a look. Do you happen to know the dog's name?
It had like a long name.
Yeah, it had a long name.
Did you know what type of dog?
No, I don't know anything that could exceed this conversation faster.
Didn't get the picture of the yellow paper. I think I.
All right. So the total will just be $75. Perfect. Thank you, sir. And let me just get your receipt. May I get an ID, please?
So I guess now she's gonna be able to just walk in and get her dog. Man.
Do you see Pryor, that dog here being Pryor recently?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
How can I request that information?
So I wouldn't be able to give that to you. We would need the owner to give that to you. If the owner wants to release that information, she can.
Okay.
We just wouldn't be able to release that to you.
Gotcha. Are there any public funds that go into this?
So a lot of times we work with our clients to assist them. We do know that a lot of our clients are transient and they sometimes cannot afford all the fees, and we do work with them There's many different ways that we can provide to help them. We do create payment plans, anything that they can afford, and then we work from there. And our officers also will work with them as well.
Well spoken. So my initial question was, is this publicly funded? Any funds going into it?
Definitely there's a contract because the police bring the dogs here. So there's definitely a contract.
Yeah, so there is a contract. We are a privately funded company that also has a city contract as well.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said something that the police officers work with the citizens out here.
Yes, so we have humane law enforcement, which is like animal control. And again, I would prefer not to be on video for that. And so you do need my consent for that. But, you know, I'm glad to answer any of your questions. I just do not want to be on camera.
We just spoke about that contract. Because of that, it makes this a public setting. So now it makes this available, open to the public.
Got it, but I would not like to be on camera. Thank you. My personal.
Hey, no. Do you want to do me a favor? Can you?
Yeah,
good.
sure.
We're good here.
Okay.
Just come back here for a second.
Well, excuse me, sir, I'm still waiting for him to complete the transaction so I can leave.
I'm gonna get him to help you in just 1 second, sir. Give me 1 second.
Okay, when you said we're good here and leaving, you didn't
No.
give me that. It
wasn't-
brought me
that
out to
wasn't-
question what's
that
going
wasn't- That
on.
wasn't with you. What I'm gonna do, Meg, can you help him?
Yes.
And just kind of close the transaction out. We'll take good care of you.
Okay.
We'll get you out of here.
Thank you, thank you.
What
But
was
when
it?
you
No worries.
left,
I'm
when you
sorry.
left,
No. I understand. It's
can
not
you
a-
see my
I
end of it?
absolutely can.
You understand the purpose of me being in here?
Actually, I don't, sir. I just got here. I just wanted to talk to him for 1 second.
No, you wanted
But-
to shush him away because unfortunately we're here and we're documenting.
You
and
can
feel
document all you
uncomfortable.
want.
No, but
I'm
why
completely-
would you so abruptly take him away when we were having a cordial conversation and
I
not even
didn't-
address it with me, sir?
I would say that I didn't actually think the conversation was fully cordial, but that's okay.
Well, you weren't even in it.
I wasn't, but I just.
So
I
what
have
makes you
something
to
that I
be able
have
to
something-
determine
I have
how my
something-
conversation was
I
going
have
with him?
something that I wanna
He was
talk to you
handling
about.
himself very professionally and nicely,
Are you just-
and you came out and dragged him away from me. That just
Here's what
seems
we're gonna
wrong.
do. Meg's gonna take care of you.
I know that.
We're gonna get you out of here as
Yeah,
quickly
no,
as we
I know,
can.
and you're praying that
I'm
we
not
will
praying
leave.
anything.
Yeah, you are, because for some
no.
reason you don't like the
You're free.
cameras in here.
Are you the supervisor,
Why would you do that?
Brian?
I am.
Are you,
Why would
do you have a
handle
card?
it that way?
I
Is
do,
my
but it's not
question,
all the
Brian.
information I wanna be
Why
All
would
right.
you do that so unprofessional?
I'm sorry that you thought it was unprofessional. As I said, Meg's gonna take care of you.
Okay,
and we're
okay,
good here.
okay. We'll
Thank
leave it
you.
at that, but that's how I feel you handled that, and it was wrong. Thank you, Meg, for now handling this. Sorry about the drama.
Oh, that's
But
okay.
it didn't go well. Why would he do that?
I just got here a few minutes ago,
And
so
they
I'm
put
not
you
sure.
at the front line because you're the
Well, I work-
newest.
no,
You're
I-
the newest, and they put you in front, no?
No, so how can I help you?
Okay, let's go. I want to continue where he left off.
Okay.
And where he left off, I guess you would have to find out.
Okay.
I'm
can
happy to
you
get a
just
card
give
for
me
you. Do you want to come with me? Do you want me to go get it?
You have my
That's fine.
documentation, right?
for a license?
What's your name?
My name's David.
David, I'm Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I apologize for if
No worries.
that's stirred up. Thank you. Yeah, we're out there recording, and we seen that an officer had taken the dog from this homeless woman, and she was about to lose it, and she had just lost her husband. So we go out there, we just document stuff in public. And my buddy Phil, he got kind of, I don't
So
know.
is Phil the other guy filming, or Phil's the gentleman that's in there with
With the
dog?
green hat, he's the one so what he wants to buy the dog back for the lady, because he felt bad about her story, and so that's
So did this
basically-
just happen, or is this something that happened before?
I guess it happened yesterday,
Okay.
and they sent her a letter saying that they're going to euthanize it or put it up for adoption if she doesn't pay the $75. So he came to pay the money for her just to get the dog back to her. And I guess what started all of this was the gentleman that was working there. He kept saying he didn't want to be recorded. That was the second time, and we told him, well, we're here documenting what this gentleman is doing.
No, I understand that. I think.
My guess is you were pulling him to educate him on the right to record in public, or
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
we understand. You all have
Right,
every
right.
right to do it. But I do think that there are some folks, and I imagine you could understand this, that aren't particularly comfortable with it. And
Comfortability
So,
at the
so right. I mean, I understand comfort has nothing to do
Right.
with whether or not you have the right to do it.
Right.
And so, like I said, I'm totally fine with that.
Right.
But it's important, I think, that everybody does understand what's happening, what you all have the right to do.
Right.
And we're totally comfortable
And
with
so
that.
you were just going to pull him aside to just kind of let him know that we have the right to.
I just wanted to make sure we had a chat. I mean, to me, it was
Cool.
pretty clear that he was sort of entering space, and
Right,
I
right,
just
right.
sort of
Right, right.
wanted to pull him a little bit out of that.
Good
So,
job. Good job
it's
on
all
that.
good.
Honestly, good job
No
on that.
worries.
Thank you for that.
So what I'm going to do, like I said, give me 1 second. If you want me to hang out here, you can come in here. Look, you know the deal. You all can go.
Yeah.
We apologize for, like,
No, it's cool. Phil. Yeah, he was just.
Yeah,
it's
he-
because what started all of this was the other guy not knowing and understanding that we had a right to record, and that was the second time. And then he was going to pull him and educate him, and that was simple. So that honestly, you did a good job,
It's
man.
all good.
Thank you.
So give me 1 second. I'll
All
go
right.
get my.
You guys
car
have
for
water in there?
Well, we certainly have water fountains.
Okay.
So-
Yeah. I need some water, man. I'll bear it out, brother. I'm gonna get a card. Thank you.
So water fountain is right here. And if you wanted to see it, just kind of wait right here. I'll come
All
grab
right.
my card and get it for you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Right there.
Sweet. How you doing? How you doing? Morning.
Here you
Thank
go.
you.
How you doing?
Actually, I want to say you handled that very professionally, man. And I apologize. I think my buddy may have been just a little.
Well, I mean, look, we understand.
He doesn't like nobody to tell him things.
There are a lot of emotional issues that come up
Right, right, right,
working
right.
with animals.
Right.
There are
Right.
times where people are not at their best. And it happens, and we see it all the time. And we want to be understanding. We want to do the best that we can for the animals and on people that are with them.
On this particular situation with this lady, I guess what got him to want to do this is because what we do is we also record police to hold them accountable, make sure that they actually are not violating somebody's rights. They're not breaking the law to catch a criminal, right? But at the same time, this is the fourth time or the third time that the same officer has taken the dog away from this woman. And she said that 2 of those times at least she wasn't breaking the law. And he just pulled up to her and he keeps harassing her. It's the same officer over and over again. His last name is Bueno. And that's why my buddy, we're documenting all of this
Yeah.
because we want to make sure that if that's what he's doing, he needs to stop.
Sure. Well, I can say, I mean, we have a number of programs here that are designed
Right.
around helping folks with their animals, folks that don't have the means to actually care for their animals. I don't know the specifics of that particular situation,
Right,
but
you-
we certainly wouldn't want any of our officers behaving in a way that's not
Right.
in accord with our policies. So, like I said, I understand you all have the right to be here. But again, I think you understand that people can have a different response.
They just don't know. They don't know yet.
They don't know, and even if they did know, I think that there's still
Right.
different comfort levels that people
Right.
could have with being on camera.
I think the what probably should happen in the future is not take the people's rights away to record in public, but to start implementing these things like in the application process, in the orientation when, for instance, public officials get hired, or for instance, a private entity like this signs a contract with the government, it opens it for the public.
Yeah.
And so maybe some kind of meeting could happen where everybody is educated on that now. Like, whoa, now our business is not just private, it's open to the public now. So these are the changes that are going to happen.
Right.
And maybe those types of things could be implemented in the future, as well as police dispatch, where there's a guy with the camera, send 4 police officers. You know what I mean?
Sure. I think
So-
there's a tremendous gap in public awareness about the right to film.
Right.
And I would imagine, since you all do this, you see that every
Right,
day.
right. Yes.
I would imagine that you've had people that have responded strongly
Yes.
Right.
to this.
I'll tell you what, you want me to give you my channel, see where you can
Sure.
see where you're going to
That'd be
find this?
great.
They're very professional.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man.
Here, there you go. You can have
Try to find the educational value in what we do.
Sure.
there's a lot of videos that I'm not too proud of on my end.
What do you
But-
mean by that?
Sometimes cops push my buttons, man, when I'm out there recording. Like yesterday, one cop just got right in my face, you know, and it just because I asked him for his name and badge number. It's just sometimes as simple as that.
Sure.
And I do my best to, and a lot of channels that are similar like mine, they'll tell you as well that I'm one of the ones that's calmest, the most collected.
Right.
I've had my arm twisted up, and I
Sure.
didn't jerk like the officer wanted me to, you know.
Well, like I
Different
said,
things
I
like that.
think in what you all are doing and what we're doing, we're certainly going to have folks that are going to be maybe not at their shining hour.
Right.
They're going to have an emotional response to something
Right.
that didn't lead to the most professional, the most articulate way that they could have handled it.
I think
And-
you handled it perfectly,
Yes.
the way everybody wants to see.
Yes.
Great.
And
Very.
can I get a fist bump on that? Thanks, man.
You did.
You're awesome, Brian.
handled
Thank
it
you, bro.
very professional.
Anything else I can do for you all?
Nah, man, we'll go talk to our buddy. I think we're done here, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Fantastic.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
All right, thank you.
He canceled the whole transaction.
Really?
Gave me my money back.
Oh, let's talk to Brian.
What?
Let's talk to Brian real quick. My buddy just informed me that they canceled the whole transaction.
So,
And all he wanted to do was actually just pay for it, and the woman's gonna come get her dog.
wait 1 second, I got a call coming in. So what happened?
Well, I came in to pay for the woman's dog. And he was dealing with, I didn't catch his name, but everything, we had a conversation, everything was going good.
We just pay for it.
But it got to a point where he kept asking me questions that were leading to nowhere. And I finally had to address him and tell him that there is nothing else I could tell you. I told him I didn't have the letter, but I showed him part of the letter. I said, what does this remind you of? And I said,
What letter? I'm sorry, I don't
did
know
you
what
guys send out that you're holding this woman's dog? It's an orange colored letter, a yellow letter. You familiar with the color?
No, I mean, I can tell you that that is not the area that I normally work in, so no, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, well anyway, so here's the letter. He wanted me identification. I gave him my identification, and then he's looking for names. He wants to name. I don't have it. So finally he narrowed in on the dog, and he takes the money over the counter, and he's giving me my receipt, and that's when everything went down. You came out, pulled him away, let's go. So here we are. So then we sent out, I think, the most weakest in the system, and she came out to deal with me, and I gave her, I had to start over. It was very frustrating. Like I'm not familiar, it's like here I am. Okay, well, I'm not going to go over it. So it's like I'm waiting for my receipt. What happened? She's asking me how she can help. It's like, oh my God, what do you mean? So anyways, they canceled the whole thing now. They
Okay.
canceled the whole thing. That's the bottom line, because you cannot come in and prepay. She's indicated to me without the owner's consent. So,
Right.
But what I'm saying, okay, I get it. If that's true, that's fine. And that would make sense.
Sure.
But she's homeless, so she's going to come over. And we tried to time. Well, we didn't.
Can
try
you
to
come
time.
back with her?
Well, she's on her way, I guess. I don't know. No, just
Because I
waiting.
mean, it seems that would actually fix
Right,
the
that
situation.
would, but the point is this, it would. And I understand you got the consent, no matter her trials and tribulations to make
Right.
it longer, I
Right.
get it. Right, that's not the issue. You know what the issue is, Brian? When I came in here, we shouldn't have spent 15 minutes. When I gave him the owner's name, this and that, you guys take the money, then the whole thing becomes big and it explodes up, and we're at this point where now they're bringing it up. Why? He should have told me that in the beginning and we wouldn't even be here.
Well, I'm sorry that you didn't get that information in the beginning. I'm sorry that it took more
That's
time.
where it started.
So, and I'm sorry about that. I wasn't there at the beginning.
I
Like
get
said,
it.
that's not sort of my area, but I can say that we do have a team of people here that work really, really hard to try and
So
provide
just take
exceptional
my
customer
money
service.
and let her go and
But I
go
can't
be out of here.
But
You know?
I mean, they already told you in there that we can't do that, right? So you
You
can't.
can't go over them?
I.
Who are you? You're what?
I'm the chief philanthropy officer, senior
Well,
vice president.
philanthropy,
Yeah.
it's generosity, right?
That is.
Okay, well, I want to be generous and move on my
And
way.
I appreciate that. I think what you're doing is certainly sounds laudable and wonderful without understanding all of the details in on that.
Got you.
But
Could
it
you
sounds
make an
like
exception?
if we just brought her in, if you could come back with her, we could take care of this.
No, I get it. I'd like to not.
He can't just pay for it and then she comes later.
Like I
It's
said,
buying
this is-
it first.
Yeah, because he's not asking for the dog to be
No,
released.
I understand that. It's not my area. So
But you're the chief though.
I am one of.
You're not the
So-
chief of that though?
I'm not the chief of this. I'm not in charge of that department. I don't know all the rules around it. So one of the things that you all can imagine, right? We have a lot of different legalities that deal with ownership of animals. So if they tell you that you need to be able to pay for that when she's here, then I think we have to stick with that.
Let me ask
but
you a
it does
question.
seem that if we could just bring her back at the
Let-
same time, we could
Right.
take it
Everything-
back.
I have a question, possible solution maybe. So the gentleman in there spoke, and he said that you guys work with homeless and people that don't have, the means to get their animals back.
Right.
What are the best possibilities on that this woman gets her dog back? Can you guys do a fee waiver, something
So
for
one
her?
of the things, I don't know why the dog is with us.
Right.
So that's, I think, a big question there. Is
She
why
was,
was
she
the
was
dog-
arrested and they took her dog. You have it in your possession 3 different occasions. But
It does
anyways,
seem to me
there's
that
nothing
right,
we
the,
can
the big,
I get it.
the
I
big
get
item is
you.
just to be able to come back with her
Yeah,
and we
yeah,
can take
yeah,
it from
yeah,
there.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna work on the staff? Are you in charge of staff here?
I'm in charge of a number of staff.
Do you guys do fee waivers for people that are homeless here?
We do a number of fee waivers. I mean, we do adoption fee promotions all the time. We have a host of programs.
If we were to give you, which they already know which dog it is and which lady it is, could you just reassure us, man, that you'll do your best to take care of her
Sure,
and we'll leave
absolutely.
and we'll end it? And
Absolutely.
honestly, man, I trust you and I think
Absolutely.
you will,
You've got
bro.
my card and you've got my email's on there.
My name is David,
On there.
bro.
David, feel free. I will do the best I can to resolve the
I
situation.
appreciate that, bro.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Brian, for that very much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And the woman recently lost her husband. We feel bad about her,
Look,
man.
I
Like,
understand.
the situation.
It clearly sounds like a difficult situation to begin with.
It is.
And we understand the value that animals can provide
Mm-hmm.
for homeless and what that relationship can mean. We want to protect that, and so if I can help you out with that, just let me know.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Have a wonderful day, Brian.
Have a
Thank you.
great day. Okay.
Absolutely. All right.
The dog has like a really long name, but they already
Yeah. So
pulled their
like I
stuff
said,
up.
you all have my information. You can reach out to me directly.
Okay.
Um,
I do. I got
so
it.
I
He
got
got
it.
it.
My card.
I got it.
He has my card as well.
Okay.
So we can work from there.
All right, Brian.
Okay. Thank you very
Once
much.
again, thank
I
you all.
appreciate you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I appreciate it as well. Take care.
You know what I asked him? That if he could just pull up her file, because they already have it up there.
Yeah.
If I also asked him if they do fee waivers for the homeless, he said yes. I said, can you make sure you go get her name and you do give her a fee waiver and make sure she gets her dog back? So ultimately, I think she can get her dog back for free, hopefully. And he says, you guys have my number. Call me back and follow up if you need to. But I'll make sure she's taken care of.